going on, y'all? About to send this link out, and you're gonna go ahead and get started. All right, bam, just sent that link out. Let's get it. Off to a great start so far. Members, we are in a trade currently. We're gonna go over that in just a second as well. So looking at some setups here. What's going on, y'all? Just marking off my levels right now. That's good enough. I might have to split this up a little. What's going on, y'all? Yeah, I might have to split these zones off a little. There's some pretty big zones. What's going on, Shawn? I see you in here. What's going on, Ryan? I see you. Yes, sir. Back at it, back at it. So we got about 8 minutes till London starts. Right now I'm just looking at these pairs to see what kind of setups we can look for going into New York and London session. Let's see. EA just broke this level here. Yeah, so we'll see what this next 15 looks like. The stop loss right underneath this level here. And so right now I'm just looking at some pairs right now, see what the game plan is going to be. So GJ is right here. So I am in GJ, and the members, we were in an EN sell as well. We just had, I think, TP3 or TP4 got hit. We entered this yesterday during New York session, actually. What's in New York? Let me pull it up, make sure I'm not making things up. Give me 1 second. When did I call this trade? We hit TP3. I called this trade, yesterday, a little bit before New York. And we were just ranging all day yesterday. We hit TP1 a few times, but it didn't really do that nice big dump till last night. GN, though, is a lot more cooperative than EN. So I was looking at GN, and GN went a lot smoother than EN did. As you can see, I had this trade idea marked off. It's just right here. We got to enter this one. It did. This was the range we were in, but we could see it did a way bigger drop than EN did, but it's all good. So we're about to see how it reacts to this level here. Those just joined the stream, we haven't entered anything yet. Me and the members, we did take some trades. Well, not take, but held some trades from yesterday that did hit some more TPs. About to see how GN reacts to this level here. We got about 6 minutes till the next 15 and London session starts. So you already know we're going to be waiting for that opening candle to see what that looks like. Going on, Fitmon, I see you in here. So we're off to a great start this week. The beginning of this month was choppy. We're off to a great start this week so far. We took 3 trades yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. We're going to pull it up in a second. second. But you see on the screen how we did last week and how we're doing this week. We're 4-1 so far this week, up 17,000 pips. Last week we went 10-1. What's going on, Leroy? I see you in here. We had TP6 get hit on this GA buy that was called on yesterday's live. As you can see here, stuck at this middle of the zone here. Members, you already know what the middle of the zone means. And then this was the news candlestick, reattempted, rejected. It's still reattempted. So we're going to see if it can break that level today or not. As far as news for today, we do have some GBP news at 5:50. We got a governor speaking. And then that's pretty much it. And after that, Australian news again tonight, just like those Australian news last night. That's pretty much what's going on for today. And then tomorrow, we do got a couple bank holidays. And then, you know, we have New York session, USD news, which is pretty normal on a Thursday. So today's just going to be a regular day. We're just going to be waiting for volume, price to hit our, price to hit our key price levels and all that good stuff. So we're just going to be chilling for right now. So as of now, it looks like we're going to be paying attention to gold and the New Zealand and JPY pairs. So gold is doing a retest right here. So we can possibly look for a sell here on this next candlestick. Now, if y'all haven't already, hit the first link on the free signal, free Telegram, and make sure to watch this video because this was a clip from the live me and the members had yesterday. This wasn't a full live. We weren't live for just a minute and a half, but I brought this gold move and it literally played out just as anticipated. I went over price level. I broke down while I was looking for sales and all that good stuff. So make sure to check that out as well. All you gotta do is just scroll up to yesterday. All right, but this is how we did yesterday. Speaking of which, NAS100, all TVs hit. We caught 12,600 pips or 126 points. GJ, SO got hit, and then I re-entered. I let the members know about that play. And that did end up hitting TP4. It's kind of ranging above that level. So we might look for some re-entries. We're going to be watching EJ as well to see what EJ does. Then this GA buy, we broke this down to enter this on yesterday's live. TP6 got hit. We caught 48 pips. And then EN, only TP1 got hit. But again, a couple hours we did hit TP3. So we're caught more than 5 pips. So we caught a total of 12,691 pips yesterday, ending the day 2-1, 4-1 for the week. And then how we did on everything, my personal entry, SL, the time the trade was posted, how many people viewed into the trade, the TPs, the reactions, and when the TPs got hit, screenshots of the trades. This was the NAS100 trades also on my Instagram story, which you should see on your screen at playmaker_way. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok, where you can see screenshots of all that stuff on the story. All right, and then how we did on Monday, we went 2-0 on Monday. We did an EA sell, all TPs hit, caught 43 pips, and then NAS100, TP2 got hit, we caught 4,600 points. I mean, pips, not points. And the same thing, you'll be able to see all that. And then how we did last week, as you can see, we went 10-1 with a 90% win rate, caught 8,407 pips. Monday, we caught 837. Tuesday, 1,515. Wednesday, 2,400. Thursday, 3,135. And Friday, 520 pips. And give me 1 second. I'm about to mark this off because I am still looking at gold. Like I said, we're going to wait for this next 15. We got about a minute and a half until that pops off. But we're going to be looking for sells at this level. It took a little while to break it. It did break it. It's doing a nice retest for us. So we're going to be looking for sells on this to continue on to the drop from yesterday. So we're going to be paying attention to EA, GA. We're going to be paying attention to GJ, EJ, and we're going to be watching gold. That's going to be the game plan. That's going to be the game plan. So let me move this over. Excuse me. So let's go ahead and pull up these other pairs really quick. See what's going on. Yeah, so for EJ, we're either going to wait for price to retrace back down here or for it to break and hold above this daily level here. But we are leaning towards buys because price has just been pumping up since Monday, really. GJ, we could possibly look for another re-entry here. Same position. We're going to be targeting at least 171.25 as a TP. It's doing a nice retest here. So we got about 30 seconds. So I'm going to pay attention to these pairs right here and looking for some possible setups. So I'm going to keep gold on this screen. And I'm going to put GJ and the other pairs on the other screen. There we go. And the reason why we're looking for sells is because we go in a bigger time frame, the daily, which you should always start off looking at the daily. You can see that there's no new highs being made. We try to make new highs multiple times. We see the rejection. And now if we can hold this level, we can possibly see a new low being made. All right. Those that are in here for this month, you know, we've been talking about these price levels over and over again. We finally broke that level, which was 2004. We also went over this in yesterday's live. As you can see, when I zoom in, it was rejecting this level. It was looking for a sell on yesterday's live. It rejected this level, reattempted. This was the news candlestick, shot up. And then that's when that video in the free Telegram, this was during the live. I broke that down over here. And then after that, wicked up. And then the 9 o'clock candles, they got the 9 o'clock candle. That thing just exploded, a beautiful staircase to the downside. And then all Tokyo session, it's just been chilling here, playing around. So it's doing a nice retest. We got a nice wall of price. So this is going to be the next position for a sell setup. So London did just start. It's doing a nice retest. So we're going to be watching this pair right here to see what it does. Let's go to game plan right here. We got some other pairs we're looking at as well. Let's see what's going on. So just joining the stream. We haven't entered anything yet. We just looked at some charts, broke down a few things, and just went over the game plan. We haven't entered anything yet. Make sure that first link in the description, join the free signal room, free Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last week and this week. We just went over it about 5 minutes ago, so just rewind about 5 to see that. But you can also hit that first link and see it for yourself. We're going to pull it up in a little bit later on, but right now we're just going to be watching the charts. Yeah, so it's doing a retest. It's respecting this level so far. We're going to wait for it to show us it's trying to drop to the downside. And if we can do that, we're going to enter a sell. GJ is looking a little funky on the daily time frame, but it's respecting that level of support so far. So we're going to see if it can try to break the highs from yesterday and continue to climb up. That's what we're going to be looking for on GJ. Let's turn it slightly red. Let's see what this 4 hours looking like. Got a nice imbalance here. This was the imbalance from yesterday. We could try to retrace up and hit that. But if we hold this lower, we're going to look for a sell here. And why are we waiting for and trading off this level? As we can clearly see, price continuously, repeatedly is treating this level as a support resistance. So if for time after time again, we see how it's reacting to this level, it'd be silly for us to ignore this and or not trade off of this because we do not control the price. We do not control the markets. Only thing we can control is whether we hit buy or sell and our lot size. And then of course, when we exit or close the trade, that's the only thing we can control. So that's why we got to use everything that we can to give us an advantage and a higher chance and probability of price going our way, which is trading off these support resistance levels because it's going to give us an extra bounce in volume off these levels. We see when price hit this level, it did a bounce, bounced here. When it hit this level, it rejected, it bounced. Just like when price hit this level, bounced. Then later on, a few hours later, it did the same thing over and over and over again. Then a strong support can turn into a strong resistance. Just like here, this was a strong support, broke down, got turned into resistance. And now this is currently being treated as resistance. So we're about to wait and see if it can hold this level as resistance and if it can continue to drop to the downside. I want to see if we can hit 1978. So that's the game plan for that. What's going on, y'all? We haven't entered this yet. This is just a trade idea. Waiting for a few more confirmations. I do like how it looks so far, though. Me and the members hit TP3 last night on EN sell. I did get booked out in profit. I'm looking at a possible re-entry. But we did hit TP3 last night on EN. Screenshot of that trade is on my Instagram story. My Instagram, you should be able to see it on the bottom of your screen at playmaker_way. Make sure to follow me on that and TikTok, all right? Make sure to follow me on TikTok too. Yeah, well, we're just watching this because we see us trying to push up to the upside. It's retesting that level. So we're just patiently waiting to see how it reacts to it. And if it will reject to the downside like it was trying to before. Yeah, so we're just patiently waiting on that. I'm looking at other pairs on my other screen as well. Let's see what the other pairs are up to. But for now, we're just going to keep this on the screen. Well, on this screen, that is. I'm looking at other pairs on my other screen. See what these other pairs are up to. You know, this is the main pair that's at a decent entry. Everything else still got some work to do. We're just going to be patiently waiting, like usual. So I'm looking at EA as well. So I'm watching EA, EN, gold, and that's pretty much it. NAS, I'm going to keep an eye on that, but I'm not really going to mess with that unless it retraces or breaks the level above it. We went for a nice NAS buy on Monday and yesterday. We can pull that up. I can pull that up while we're waiting. So this is the NAS buy. Whoops. What I just do? This is the NAS buy from yesterday. So this is the move right here. This was nice 1 to 2 risk reward. So we get a little over 2 times our risk. Nice move right here. We caught majority. I want to say the whole candlestick. Yeah, so we caught all of yesterday's candlestick, half of Monday's candlestick, as we can see here. Nice rejection. We get climbed up. So we're waiting for either a retracement to the level below, or we're going to wait to see if price can break and hold above 13,520. So that's what we're doing right there. Now, SPX, I'm going to leave that alone. I keep on clicking the wrong stuff. I got to change my mouse speed. It's moving too fast right now. But as far as US30 goes, take a look before I say something. The NAS is definitely the cleanest looking chart. US30, it's kind of doing the opposite of NAS. I went over this, I think, yesterday or Monday. But yeah, so we're kind of see SPX is doing the same thing. So we're kind of seeing some rejections to the downside. So depending on how it reacts to around 32,870, depending on if it can break that level, we could possibly look for sales. So it's either going to reject that level, or if it can break and hold that level, then we can possibly see price go to around 32,550. But it would have to break that level first, because that's a major support resistance level, as well as a bunch of levels of traffic there, as we can see. But that's what NAS and SPX look like they're doing. They look like they're dropping to the downside. NAS obviously is pumping up and it's extremely bullish, But SPX and US30, as you can see, is just very staticky right now. So that's why we left those two alone and messed with the one with the cleanest looking setup, which is obviously NAS, right? If we just compare the three, this is the one with the cleanest looking setup, clearly bullish. We're going to leave that alone for now. So we're going to go back to gold. New 5 minutes about to start. Yeah, so new 5 minutes started. Still kind of chilling here. So we're just going to wait for the next 15. Wait for volume to pick up because it is London session. And this is a USD pair. I'm still looking at the currency pairs on my other screen, but we're just going to keep this on the big screen for the most part. My bad, y'all was messaging the members. All right, so me and the members are in this trade as well. Did a nice retest. It's dropping to the downside. We're about to see if we can hit TP4. I'm still looking for some other trades, of course, for the free Telegram, but you know, I'm not going to force any trades. We just got to wait for the setups. My bad, y'all. Give me 1 second. I'm notifying the members of this stuff right now. So I'm about to post some more screenshots on my story. Give me 1 second. There's some more trades we're currently in, me and the members. So we're going to do that while we're waiting. While we do that, we're going to pull gold back up. I'm going to catch up to the comments in a second. All right. So now it's doing a nice pump up. So we're just going to move this over. Again, we're still going to wait for the next 15. So while it's doing that, we're just going to pull it back on EN because EN's kind of moving right now. Yeah, so we literally just missed that next TV by like a pip. So we're going to see if we can hit that. I want to see that get hit before the next 15. So we're going to see if that's going to happen. Let's see what these other pairs are doing. EA is rejecting that level. So I'm watching EA. And I'm trying to determine if it's going to make a new low or if it's trying to reverse to the upside. So I'm really just watching how it's reacting to this level here. Same thing with GA because it's rejecting the level above it multiple times. But EA and GA look a little different. They're kind of moving the same. And we just hit TP4, so let me go ahead and let the members know. And I'll pull up the channel too so you can see the trade and the signals and all that stuff. I'm about to let them know that. TP4 hit. And then I'll pull it up on the screen so y'all can see the trade and all that stuff. But we do trade Tokyo session strictly, it's strictly members. 7375. Hold on. 7. There we go. And then let me pull up the channel so y'all can see what I'm talking about. So give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Trying to make sure we don't miss anything. All right, cool. So gold's still retesting now. We're going to keep an eye on it though. It's still retreating as a resistance, which is good. But let me pull up the advanced play signal room so y'all can kind of see what we got going on in there. So as you can see, I just notified that TP4 got hit right here. This is when the trade was called. This was my personal entry, SL, the TPs. Obviously, you can see, you just pull up your chart or see on the screen. We're at 73.85. That was TP4 that got hit. So the next target is 73.75. You see that trade here. You can also see the NAS100 trade that I talked before. Entry, SL, TPs. And then you can see the TPs got hit, reactions, all that stuff. And this is recorded from the New York Live. We went live during the news yesterday. And yeah, all that good stuff. So that's what's going on there. So new 15 just started. I'm still watching gold. Going to see what that does, but it's pushing up right now currently. $65. And then we're also in GJ currently. So yeah, let me pull up gold. All right, so it's turning red. So let me go ahead and post this disclaimer. We're still not going to pull the trigger on it yet. But I'm going to go ahead and post a disclaimer because we might be entering this, if not another pair soon. So make sure to read the disclaimer. It might look like a big paragraph on your screen, but it's just 11 sentences. It goes over how the TPs work, how you should go about trading in general, and it will answer probably a few of your other questions. So make sure to check that out. But we're not entering this yet. We're still waiting to see if it can hold this level. Because you see we got this wick here, so it's still showing it's trying to either push to the upside and or retest this level. So if we're looking for sells, we're not going to enter our the candlesticks green. We're going to let that continue to retrace up. So we're just going to let that do its thing for now. Catch up. The facts is going. It's going. And that's why also, because you remember, you already know, that's why I always be like, don't be afraid to get wicked out. Because if you got wicked out, you could have possibly re-entered multiple times. Because it hit TP1 like 3 times yesterday. And then it hit TP3 and then retested all the way back to our entry and then dropped again. So you could have re-entered 3 different times since yesterday. But yeah, that thing is tanking right now. Yeah, the advanced play signal room be going crazy, man. Let them know. But yeah, we're about to hit the next TP right now. Like I said, I'm about to post a screenshot of my entry on this trade on my story as well. Not my TikTok one, because TikTok be tripping. But make sure to follow me on there still, though, because we're almost at 1,000 followers. I do plan on going live once we hit 1,000 on there as well. And it's going to be outside of London session, too. So make sure to follow me on that as well. But I'm about to post to my story this EN trade right now. Damn, that thing going crazy. Yeah, so members, y'all should be nice and blue on both trades right now. EN and GJ. Like I said, I am looking for some other setups for the free signal room. The next trade we do enter is going to be a free play, of course, because we're already up right now. And the day has started. Yeah, so it's still retesting this. So we're going to just leave this alone and do its thing. So we're going to look and see what other pairs are up to. We're going to pull up these other pairs, see what's going on. Let me catch up to these comments, though. What's going on, Horse and Carriage? I see you in here. Yeah, this is the GA buy we went for. We hit TP6. It's been rejecting this level, which is why we had this level marked off. It's still attempting, though, but as of now, we're just going to leave it alone and let it do its thing. Probably won't mess with it again unless it breaks this daily level here at around 87.10, or if it can break above this level, it's continuously rejecting at 87.75. But if we zoom out a little bit, it's kind of in this iffy position, right? We went over this in yesterday's live. Like before all this, we were extremely bullish, as you can see from the buy positions and sell positions. We're catching all these moves. So until this month, we were bullish. Then we caught some sells here because we saw price rejecting, but it's been respecting this key support resistance level here, which is why we went for buys on it yesterday. But now we see it's rejecting this level. So it really depends how price does during this box here. So we're either going to wait for it to break back below this level or break back above before I mess with it. So I'm just going to let it do its thing for right now. And then obviously GN's probably tanking because EN's tanking. Yeah, so that's tanking as well. It's actually had a good entry, but we're not going to enter here. We're going to wait for a retest. But if it can retest, we can possibly enter GN as well. But we're not going to enter off this. If it does a retest, we can. But yeah, this thing's just tanking. So EN's finally following GN's lead. It took a little while. Because like I said, we was in drawdown for a long time. Like if I pull the channel up, I call this trade out. We hit TP1. And then after that, you know what I'm saying, we didn't hit the next TP until 2 hours. I mean, not 2 hours, like hours into the Tokyo session last night. But now it's going and flowing. So what else is going down? So me and the members are in this trade as well. Let me see. Let me notify them that we hit a TP on this trade as well. Yeah, so we're about to flip back to gold though, because I do want to pay attention to gold, make sure we're not missing anything. T2 head. All right, yeah, so all right, bam. All right, let's go back to gold. But yeah, that's why we're just paying attention to gold, because there's two other positions we're already in, and then all the other pairs are kind of got some work to do. But this is holding as resistance, but I'm not going to just hold it right here because it is still showing it's trying to push up to the upside and or retest. So I'm not going to enter this until it rejects, hits the price level I'm looking at. Because we enter while price is pushing up, who's to say that it's not going to break this level and retrace back up here and then do a drop? You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be in a rush to enter a trade. You want to just patiently wait for your confirmations. That way you have a higher probability and likelihood of the trade going your way. So that's why we're just chilling right here. No rush to enter trades. I'm dead. And I feel like that sometimes. But you can't get comfortable. I'm speaking from experience, right? Like when I first did this strategy, like if y'all go to when we first, well, let me go to the other channel. I went over this in yesterday's live, but y'all just go to, because we're about to hit our 1 year anniversary. By the way, use code 1 year the subscription membership packages, you'll get 25% off. But you just click, where is it at? Let me find it. Give me 1 second. This the Sunday price watch list. Here it is. So this will take you all the way to, this is when we started the playbook. You see this was created. So we're almost like next week's going to be like the 1 year. But anyways, like if you just go here, you can see literally how we've been doing for an entire year, just consistently TP after TP. But again, you know, there was sometimes I was super comfortable while in a trade and stuff, right? And then that thing will come back at you real quick. So, you know, don't get comfortable, never get comfortable. Always just stick to the rules. And above all, make sure you secure profits, you know what I'm saying? Because trust me, I've been there a few times where I was just chilling, coasting, was doing something, went to sleep or something, and then I forgot I was in a trade and I didn't secure profits, and yeah, winner turned to a loser real quick. But yeah, it's just rinse and repeat. Like once you take the time to learn all this, you don't have to really learn it again. One thing you have to really work on is just everything else is just mental after that. But like you look for the same patterns, same setups every day. You go on the charts the same times every day. Like it's just literally rinse and repeat once you get it all down. But yeah, we're just gonna pay attention to this right here. We're gonna go back to EM. see what E ends up to. All right, so we just hit the next TP. So let me go ahead and let the members know. So we just hit TP. What is this? TP5. Yeah, so we're nice and blue. So it was definitely worth the wait. Took a little while though. But again, there is no set time limit. Not every trade is you're not gonna hit the same TP or all TPs every day at the same time. Sometimes one trade might take 30 minutes. Sometimes it might take an hour. Sometimes it might take 4 hours. Sometimes it might take a day. It just really depends on the market conditions. But as long as you're sticking to your rules and you're following the flow of price, there's nothing to worry about. Just hold to SL or TP gets hit. It's that simple. All right, but that thing is tanking to the downside. Going crazy. Going crazy. All right, cool. Let me go back to gold because I think it's dropping down a little bit. All right, that trade's a winner. So for now, like definitely have your SL in profit. Don't put it too far because it could try to retrace because we are approaching the middle of the zone. But definitely make sure not to lose most of that because we're currently at, let's pull it back up really quick. So on that trade, we're currently at everything tanking. Beautiful setup right there. So when we hit this level here, we're going to be at about a 1 to 1. So you should almost be up exactly what you're risking right now. So definitely don't let most of that go away. But yeah, we're approaching the final TP. Let's see how that goes. So I'm going to keep that on the other screen. We're going to keep gold on this screen just to pay attention. It's just also for y'all watching to get used to the reality of trading. Because again, I showed y'all how long it took for those TPs to get hit. It took literally a whole day. Like we entered this like 3 hours. In 3 hours, it would be about 24 hours since we've been in the trade. So that's just, you know what I'm saying? That's just one example. But, you know, it's never just you open the charts, you jump in, you make money. Now, granted, does that happen sometimes? Yeah, it's definitely happened before. There was one time we started the stream. I'm still wiping the crust out my eyes. We entered a trade off the opening candlestick and we hit all the TPs that first hour. It definitely does happen, but it doesn't happen all the time. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I like to do these lives so y'all can see behind the scenes realistic stuff. Like you're gonna have to wait sometimes an hour or two, if not longer, for the setup alone. And then when you enter the trade, you know, you're gonna have to wait for that as well. You gotta understand at the same time these are real values. Like price can't just shoot up and shoot down to balance. It's got to play around at certain prices for a while because, you know, because these are real values. We can't just have values fluctuating up and down day after day. You know, the market would crash if it did that. So you just got to understand that at the same time. But yeah, it's still holding this. So we might be entering this soon. We got about 2 minutes to the next 15. So we're going to see what the next 15 looks like. And again, the reason why we're not holding this or we're not entering right now is because it's not showing any volume. It's just kind of playing around, right? We want to wait for some volume and for price to show us what it's trying to do. So until then, we're just going to wait and chill because it could break out one way or another. But so far, it is holding as resistance. So I am still leaning towards a sell on this. But we're just going to wait for price to show us it's ready to get on the move. Let's just join the stream. We haven't entered anything yet. Well, me and the members are in 2 trades currently. We're in the EN trade, then we hit a TP2 on GJ again. That was another re-entry. You see on the screen how we did last week and how we're doing this week so far. We can go ahead and pull that up. So hit that first link so you can follow along with me. Join the free Signal, free Telegram. This is how we did yesterday. So we went 2 and 1. Caught a total of 12,691 pips. NAS100, all TP6, all 600 pips. GJ, SL got hit originally. Then I re-entered. TP4 got hit, caught 38 pips, and made some money back off that loss. GA, TP6 got hit. We called this on yesterday's live and entered this on yesterday's live. 48 pips caught. And then also, side note, new 15, you see it's still trying to push up. That's why we're waiting. Now, granted, it could change and reject, but that's why we wait, because we're going for a sell. We're not going to enter off a green candlestick. That's silly. We're going to wait for price to show us it's ready to drop. Same thing with the buy. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to enter while price is dropping. We're going to wait for it to finish the retracement and ready for it to continue the higher high or the next push to the upside or downside, whether we're in the buy or sell or looking for a buy or sell. Then EN, only TP1 got hit yesterday, but as we see, TP5 got hit literally about 5 minutes ago. About to see what it's looking like right now. So we're up way more than 5 pips now. We're up way more than 5 pips. And actually, we just hit that other TP right before the next 15. So let me go ahead and let the members know that we just hit the last TP. We just hit TP6. Move SL and profit or close. All right, so I know some of the members are watching right now. So move SL and profit or close. So depending on what these next couple of candles look like, we can most likely see a bounce and a rejection at this level, which we currently are seeing in real time. But if we can break and hold this level as a resistance, then we can possibly see price touch and reach 72.75. Of course, though, that probably won't be until New York session. So the probably is going to be a retracement before New York, if not during New York, before that move happens. So make sure to keep it on your chart, but this trade should not be turning red for anybody. Let's see what these other pairs are up to. So I'm going to keep gold on this screen. I'm about to go on my other screen and just do a quick scan of these other pairs. But gold is turning red. This was just green for us. Now it's turning red. So let me go ahead and write this trade idea up, because we might hop in this. So let me write this trade idea up really quick. So SL for this, I'm looking at like 1996. Looking at 1996 for SL. In 1996.50. All right, so we're going to keep an eye on that. Let me see what these other pairs are up to. So GJ's retesting the 4-hour level. Let's see what GA is doing. Y'all still watching, make sure to hit that like button. If you're not subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. I don't know what y'all doing. We don't just live trade and be on the charts daily, but we also got countless trade breakdowns, trading tip videos, trading plan videos, all types of stuff. Go ahead and explore the channel. I'm gonna drop some links later in the stream, but right now I'm trying to look for some setups for the free Telegram. Definitely paying attention to gold. I'm looking to see what these other pairs are up to as well. This is the only one that's actually had a decent setup. Everything else is kind of doing some retest right now. So we're just gonna let that do its thing. So we're gonna watch this. So I'm gonna break down EA, but let me put gold on my other screen so we don't miss the drop. But I am watching this. I got a certain price and waiting for a price to hit. And if we can hit that price, then we're gonna go enter this. For now, we're still just gonna be watching it. All right, so I'm looking at EA as well, but EA is kind of like GA, and I'm gonna explain that right now. So looking at EA, if we go in the daily time frame, this was clearly bullish for a while until this month started. Then we can see clear lows being made. So the way price is looking, I was looking for sales here. I was looking for a new low to be made here, but then hit this level of traffic, did a rejection. It's treating this level as a resistance so far. So we could still potentially see a new low get made today if it can reject and stay below 63.35, 63.40 and treat that as a resistance. We can possibly look for sales, but we do have a key price low at 62.65. That's a super strong support resistance level, as we can see right here. So we're kind of stuck in this box. So if you want to be super safe, I'd wait to see reacts to 64.20. If you can break and hold that level, then you can look for potentially buys or wait for price to hit 62.65 and see if it treats that as a support or resistance. Because depending on how it reacts there, you can look for buys or sells at that level, depending on what side the coin wants to be on. But overall, I want to see this potentially made as a lower low, but it would have to break this support resistance level here before that can happen. So it's got a little bit of work to do. We're kind of stuck in a little level of traffic. So we're going to leave that alone to do its thing. Leave it alone to do its thing. All right, so I do like gold. So we're going to, I'm going to add a position on gold here. All right, so I'm about to post the TPs in the channel. So give me 1 second. $79. Give me 1 second because I can't talk and type. So you won't just hear me quiet for a second. Just bear with me. All right, but make sure to read that disclaimer first. All right, cool. So I posted TPs in the channel. Let me go ahead and mark this chart up. I'm going to see what this do. Let's see what this do. All right, so I posted the gold trade in the free Telegram. I want to see if we can drop down and hit the first TP. So we're going to keep an eye on this. Wait for that rejection. Granted, we could have entered here, but again, you don't want to enter off a candlestick like that because it could. What would you have done if it broke this level? All right, because just because it's a strong wall doesn't mean automatically it can't break through it, right? Because if we look at Ian has some strong levels that it finally broke through, right? We have these levels of traffic and levels of price here. Like we have this pivot here. We put a line here. Look at this. Price came down. reacted to the same exact level, which is not a coincidence because we zoom in right here. What do we see here? A similar support resistance level on this time frame. You look to the left, it's going to explain what's happening in the present and what could potentially happen in the future. So not only did we see this happen yesterday, right, but then also last night, the same exact level, right? Let's zoom in. You can literally see how price wicked this level and then drop to the downside, treating as resistance, and also wick this level, push to the upside, treating as support. Then you see it tank through that level, right? So just because these walls are priced doesn't mean it's going to automatically break through it. Sometimes it's going to do a few retests and rejections before it can break through that level, which you see right here. Let's see what are doing. Yeah, but since it's held that level for that long, it did a nice retest. We have a higher chance and like that price going. We do have an imbalance on the 4 hour. It could try to hit the 51 before doing the drop. But regardless, I'm still going to be looking for sales. Regardless, I'm not going to be looking for buys anytime soon. So price is pushing down. About to see if we can hit this first TP. About a few pips away, a few points away. Let's see if we can hit it. We're about to hit it. We're a few pips away. We're like right there. Let me see if it hit on my broker. It's like a pip away. The OCD in me is kind of kicking in. I think we hit it, but let me pull it up on my broker and see what my broker says. Yeah, we hit it. All right, so TV1 got hit. So let me go ahead and let y'all know on the free channel. All right, and like the disclaimer says, when a TP gets hit, it's either going to reject or break through. So keep an eye on your charts. We want to see if we can continue to push to the downside. But as you can see right now, it's currently already reacting to that level. But we're about to see if we can break through this and continue to drop down. All right, so we just run a stream. Definitely recommend watching this whole thing. So rewinding. Yes, I said rewind because again, if you're here, I'm assuming you're here to learn. All right, so we don't just talk about trades. So we're not like these other, lives. We're breaking down a lot of stuff, and we went over a lot of good things, especially in yesterday's live as well. So make sure to check that out. I'm actually going to post some videos in the chat that I do recommend y'all check out because they're going to help y'all out as well. So give me 1 second while I pull those up. Shout out to y'all that hit the sub button. I do appreciate that. But let me see. So this one's for small accounts. I was going to send this to the members, but I guess I can show it for motivation. So I usually don't show, I'm never going to show like my main accounts, but I will show like accounts I'm doing like challenges and flips on. All right. So this video I just dropped is a realistic video of how in 3 days I made 50% of my account, and this was without over leveraging. And I explained exactly how to do it. So this is part 1. There's 2 parts so far on the 200 to 2,000 account flip challenge. So make sure to watch part 1 and part 2. Not only do I go over the trades taken, but I show the lot sizes, how many pips was caught. I break down the psychology and mindset of me trading with the account size and all that good stuff, because there's the stigma that people think you have to risk half your account to grow it, especially with smaller accounts. Like people think you can't make money with smaller accounts, but that's just simply not true. Right. And I was going to send this to the men, but since I sent that link out, I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all as well, I guess. All right, so these are trades that I broke down from this week, and I'm about to show y'all the screenshot. So these are trades from yesterday / last night. All right, so let me pull it up. I just sent it to myself on Telegram. All right, this is just to show you that when you just patiently wait for the high probability setups, you don't need to over leverage to make a lot of money, especially when you have a good risk to reward and you're going with the flow of price. All right. So let me show y'all the screenshot. All right. So these are the GJ positions. So this was kind of a slight swing. These were the sells I broke down in that video yesterday. This was sell positions from yesterday that drop. You see the positions, you see the lot size. This is also the GJ buy. I'll show y'all on the chart on TradingView these positions as well. The numbers are going to add up. You see the balance, you see the equity, you see the profit. And again, this is not over leveraging. And no, I didn't stack all these trades. This was after I was blue one trade, then I added another trade. And yeah, this is what happens when you're just going with the flow of price. You don't need to over leverage when you have a good risk to reward. Risk to reward and proper lot size is key when you're trying to grow these accounts and compound these accounts. All right, so I'm about to drop another link to another video to show y'all the exact strategy I use to do this. All right, but I just want to show y'all, like, you don't need a lot of money to make money. You don't need to over leverage to grow your account. You just have to simply follow the floor price, calculate your lot size, and have a good risk to reward and a high percentage win rate trading strategy. That's all you need, right? That's all you need. So gold's chilling at TP1. So like I said, I'm gonna show you all those positions, all right? So obviously we're in gold right now, and this was the gold setup. I entered here, and then I added another position. Where did I add the other position? Let's pull it up really quick. I added that second position. So the first position was at 2010. Second position was at 2002, right? So we go here. This is 2010. And then 2002 was underneath this level here. So I added two positions, added another position down here. That's simply just riding the wave down. Now GJ, I'm gonna show you those two positions on GJ. So I took that initial loss like I went over, the initial buy position. I went for a buy here, took a loss, re-entered here, and then added the second position here. And that's how I was able to catch 70 pips. All right. So I waited for price to break the next price level, to added my second position. And again, not over leveraging, nothing like that. It's just simply going with the flow of price. Because again, with this strategy, we're not going for one candlestick. We're catching daily candlesticks, right? So that position I just showed y'all, I caught this entire rejection wick and then rolled this entire wave up. And then with gold, same thing. With gold, the same exact thing. Caught the entire daily candlestick on yesterday's trade, as you can see right here. We entered at 2010, and we're still in this trade right here. All right. That's why you got to trade off these levels and trade based off the flow and trend on the bigger time frames. And then obviously that EN trade was in drawdown. It's not in drawdown anymore, but this was the EN trade in that position as well. But obviously we was in drawdown last night. So there's that. And as you can see, when price hit this level, it did reject, and now it's struggling but attempting to break this level, which is what we was talking about earlier when we hit this TP here. All right, y'all, make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to hit that like button. So I'm about to drop that video. I told y'all this is a compounding strategy. This strategy works on funded accounts. It works on personal accounts, obviously. And you don't have to over leverage because it's a numbers game. All right. When you have a high success, a high win rate strategy, you don't have to try to go for home runs and over leverage. And I'm going to show that in just a second. All right. So give me 1 second. And for those that are watching it recorded, I got y'all as well. So once that pops up in the chat, I'm going to show you what the title is. So just got to go to my profile. This is the title of the video. The best way to grow your account, how to double your account in 2 weeks. And if you look at the your screenshot of me showing you that I doubled that account. And then when I go over the stuff in that video, I explain that stuff as well. All right. So I'm very transparent with everything. And it's a short video as well, shorter than your favorite TV show episode. So definitely make sure to check that out. All right. So this is what I was talking about as well. So we're going to keep it on gold. And then we're going to pull up the Telegram so I can show you what I'm talking about. Don't wait for these levels to add up. Well, that's why I'm on the wrong one. There we go. So let me fix this. Move that over. Cool. All right. So let me go back into the free signal room. Shift that over. So this is what I mean by you don't have to over leverage, all right? You have a high success rate. So right now we're currently 4-1 this week. Go to last week, you see how we did last week. What else yesterday? All right, cool. So this is how we did last week, went 10-1. So we had a 90% win rate last week. Let's go to the week before that. The week before that, we had a 77% win rate, 7-2. Then the week before that, well, this was last month. So for that month, this was the month of March. So this was March. So last month, we went 47-5. Only took 5 losses last month, giving us a 92% win rate. Caught a total of 108,599 pips. This week, 14-1, 93% win rate. The week before that, 11-0, 100% win rate. The week before that, 10-0, 100% win rate. The week before that, 12-3, 80% win rate. Then the week before that, and this is the month of April. So this is how we did last month in April. And then the first week of April, went 18-1 with a 94% win rate, 30,664 pips caught. And it goes on and on. So if you have a high percent win rate, you don't need to go for home runs. You just got to wait for the clean setups, calculate your lot size, look for good risk reward setups, and then you're going to be straight. It's that simple. And again, we're not taking crazy trades. We take like 3 or 4 trades a day. That sounds crazy, but we trade all sessions in the advanced play signal room. So it's not like we're taking 4 trades in one session. We might take 1 or 2 trades Tokyo, 1 or 2 London, and then 1 or 2 in New York. All right. And then some of these trades we hold into the following session. So it's not like we're taking a bunch of trades at once. But that's what's going on there. Let's see here. Let's go back to EN. EN's doing that. EA, so EA is up to, yeah, so it's rejecting that level. So we're going to leave that alone for now. We're going to wait to see how it reacts to here. So we're either going to wait for price to break back above here. We're either going to wait for price to break back and stay above 63.45, or we're going to wait for price to come down to 62.70. That's the game plan for EA. But we're going to leave that alone for now. Take a look at NAS just out of curiosity. Yeah, so it's retesting that level. Doing a small staircase up this imbalance. We could see a possible reversal coming soon. But we just have to wait and see how price reacts to that daily level there. We won't know for sure until then. GA is probably tanking as well. Yeah, so there's nothing else really with clean setups right now. So we're just gonna be chilling for now. Remember, you already know in a couple hours I'm gonna send that New York price watch list as well update of the trades we took last night and yesterday. If you guys want to contact me directly, you can hit me up on Instagram. You see it on the bottom. Well, let me put it on the screen. See it on your screen right now. Playmaker_way. I respond to all messages. All right. There's no such thing as a stupid question. I respond to all messages. It can be about trades, the trades we took this week, last week. It can be just trading questions. It can be about the advanced play signal room. It can be about whatever. All right. But hit me up on Instagram. You can also hit me up on Telegram. Make sure to hit that first link, join the free signal room. All right. If you're interested in trading with me and getting notified all the trades I take, join the advanced play signal room. Make sure to use the code 1 year at checkout so you get 25% off. Because like I said, we are at our 1 year anniversary technically next week. All right. So all you got to do also is come down to scroll up to scroll up to the 15th, and then you're going to see this message here that says it's been a year since I started the playbook. You click right here. It's going to take you to literally the top. It's the first week I started the playbook. These are the first signals, so you can see how we've done for an entire year. I do not have it in me, I'm not going to lie, to calculate and do the math. I might do it, but it'll be a lot of scrolling. So I'm not going to do it anytime soon. If I'm bored enough this weekend, maybe. But you can literally scroll and see how we've done for an entire year. All right. Same thing. Wins, losses, everything is documented here. Screenshots of trades, all that good stuff. But use coupon code 1 year for 25% off all packages. I have a yearly, monthly, and lifetime subscription for Advanced Play Signal Room. Now, what comes with that is if you scroll up to yesterday, the 16th, where it says I'll be trading Tokyo session. So with this, you get all the signals during Tokyo session, because Tokyo session trading is strictly with the members in Advanced Play Signal Room. You get exclusive lives during New York and Asia sessions, but mainly we've been focusing on the news. So we went live yesterday during the news, and all those are recorded as well. I'm gonna show you that in a second. But all that stuff's recorded, so you can't. If you missed a live, it's just like the lives during London session on YouTube. They're recorded. You can check them out later. All right, but you get a chart analysis, which is that New York price watch list. I drop that every day before New York session starts, where I go over the trades we took London and Tokyo session, as well as setups I'm looking at for New York. I go over price levels to look for as well, and I explain why I'm looking for that buy or sell position on those pairs. All right, there's also a student member group chat. And in the group chat, there's a pinned video that goes over how to calculate your lot size to make sure you're risking exactly what you want to risk every trade. All right, and also have the one-on-one session package. With that, you do get access to the advanced play signal room, but you also get 2 sessions with me a week that are an hour long, that are recorded and sent to you the same day. You also get access to the group chat as well. So you guys got any questions about that, you can hit me up about that as well. But we're going to be back at it tomorrow, same time, London session 3 a.m. EST. I'm still going to be on these charts. We're still going to let gold do its thing. But yeah, we're going to be chilling for right now. Make sure to hit that like button, y'all. Make sure to subscribe, and also make sure to follow me on TikTok as well at Playmaker Way. I post daily on both. Some stuff I can't post on Instagram because the videos are too long, and TikTok lets you post videos up to 10 minutes long. So make sure to check out my TikTok as well. And then some stuff I can't post on TikTok because TikTok be bugging. So if you want to see screenshots of me of trades, student testimonials, and receipts, all that stuff's going to be on my Instagram. All right, but make sure to check out and follow both. And then, of course, like I said, On my YouTube, I have countless trade breakdowns, trading strategy videos, trading psychology videos, trading tip videos. I got a video for almost anything on this channel, so make sure to check that out as well. I'm going to pull up gold before we hop off. See what gold's looking like. All right, so gold is going for round 2. 4 o'clock hour is about to start. You already know. 4 o'clock hour, that's when some volume starts to pump into the markets. So yeah, we're right back at TP1 again. We're about to see if we can hit TP2. Those just joining the stream, we just entered gold. I wouldn't recommend entering right now because we're just broke past TP1. New 15 just started though. We're a few pips away from TP2. All right, but if you're interested in seeing the signal in my personal entry, that's in the free Telegram. First link in the description. But if you did just join, I do recommend rewinding and watching from the beginning because we went over a lot of good and important stuff this live. All right, we're going to be back at it tomorrow, same time, London session 3 a.m. EST. We out.